building a foundation here, okay? Kind of one step at a time. So tonight's training and focus is going to be on our lead pages. So, and I broke it up into 2 different classes. So tonight I'm just going to kind of give you an overview. What are the lead pages? What are the landing pages? What's the purpose? What are we trying to accomplish? It's important just to understand the timeline of it and the reason that we're doing it. And then next week is going to be where it really starts getting fun. We're going to be able to share, all right, now that you know what a landing page is, now what do you do about it? How do you use it? What things can you do to drive traffic to your website or to you and to your business? And we'll share I'll get some other subscribers, people who are actually using the system, so not just myself, but other Youngevity distributors, to kind of share their stories and their experiences and what things that, tips and strategies and tactics, to the do's and the don'ts, if you will, of how you can then, in this online world, how can you help people find you? I mean, isn't that really what we're kind of after? We spend, and so much of our industry the focus is in the organic way of building things. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? The face-to-face, talking to people in your warm market and your family and your friends and your neighbors and that type of thing. That's wonderful. It's a great place to start. But sometimes it can be a struggle to really branch out from there, right? How do we find new people? How do we get even outside of our community into other cities, other states, other countries? I use this system to grow my business. I work primarily from home, and I use this system to help me find people from all over the world. In fact, here in about 10 days, I'm going to be heading out to Asia, which I'm really, really excited. I get to go to about, I think it's 7 different countries where we're starting to expand with Youngevity, and again, come across and meet people that I never would have probably ever had met were it not for the system, social media, the internet, different tools and different things out there that we're going to be reviewing in the weeks ahead, that resources that we really just put as many as we can into one system, which is what this global prospecting system is, or GPS. Okay? All right, so there's kind of a recap. Let's go ahead and dive in, because I promise we will stick within 30 minutes and not a minute later. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see my screen. This is the back office. There's 4 main tabs. And again, I know those of you that were on last week or saw the first week's training, this will just be a review, but you'll remember there's 4 main tabs in the back office. There's a My Contacts, there's a Generate Prospects, there's a Sales Tools, and a Training tab. The tab that you're going to use maybe the most, perhaps the most, maybe besides the Contact one, because that's going to be a big part of your follow-up system. But the main one that you use driving traffic and really growing your business is this second tab called Generate Prospects. Okay, and that's, once you click on that, this is what you see here. So let me just kind of navigate you a little bit. There's a lot of things with this system that aren't important right now. They might be helpful tools, incredible tools. For example, this Facebook auto post feature is incredible. Imagine having 365 days of social media content that's corporate approved, pictures, okay, because pictures certainly engage much more than just text alone. And so this is just one feature that allows you click a couple of buttons to authorize the app to auto post for you. So it basically just every day takes one approved picture. It might be an inspirational quote. It might be something highlighting a product, but most of them are really just kind of general health focused. There's some humor in there, and you want to make sure you're not just sell to people get turned off really quick. You want to add value, right? How can I help this person? How can I give them information where they find enough value that they're going to want to stick around, that they maybe want to come back or follow a page or like a page or whatever it may be. So again, that's not our focus tonight. I just wanted to explain. If I skip over things, it's just because our focus is going to be just on the landing pages. But let me just kind of navigate. In fact, I would just say this. Don't worry about anything on this left side. Tonight, we're just going to focus on the right side, okay? Don't worry about any of this stuff. In fact, we might even get through all 8 lessons before we even get to a few of these things, because some of them are a little bit more advanced and maybe not features that the majority of people will use. So I'm going to try to stick to the fundamentals and the basics. Okay, so let's talk about what a landing page is. I want you to picture landing pages, I guess even prospecting in general, as a funnel, right? Here at the top, there's going to be all sorts of activities that you're doing, whether it's trade shows, home parties, one-on-ones, talking to a neighbor, people at church, whatever it may be. Activities that you do that provide you an opportunity to interact with somebody, right? To have a conversation. And so if you can kind of picture, I don't know if you can see my cursor here, but if you can just kind of picture all these different activities that you're doing coming into to the very top, this big sales funnel. And what we're going to do, you can see, of course, the funnel, as it gets down towards the bottom, it gets more narrow. And the reason for that is there's things that we're going to do to try to, I don't want to say filter people, I guess you could kind of say qualify them. So you want them to take certain actions and progress. You and I both know that not everybody says yes the very first time, or the second time, or the third time, or fourth. On average, they say it takes typically someone 7 times when they're presented something before they usually will take action and buy something. So keep that in mind, right? This whole process, this whole system even, it's a process. It takes time to develop. It's just not a magic pill that I subscribe and then tomorrow I come to my site and I've got 20 leads just waiting for me, okay? There's things that you have to do to drive traffic. This is a vehicle and you're the driver, and you've got to do things. The more efforts and time that you spend behind the wheel driving the vehicle, the more you're going to see actions, and the quicker you're going to get from point A to point B. Does that make sense? Hopefully that does. Okay, so picture this sales funnel, and there's things that we're going to do to kind of lead people along, right? Taking someone from a prospect who is being introduced to your product or service for maybe the very first time. And what things can we do over time to engage them and to build up that curiosity and that desire to a point where they can eventually, hopefully, convert, meaning they take action to do something. And there's different action steps that we have kind of along the way. So a landing page is not your website, okay? One of the worst things you can do, in my opinion, and I've been doing online marketing and sales for, almost maybe 15 years now in various different businesses. But one of the worst things that you can do, honestly, is sending someone to your homepage. Even your youngevity homepage. Now, they're going to be, as most of you know, they're revamping our current site, and it's definitely going to be a huge improvement from what it is now. But let me just click on, so this is our replicated site. This is my site, and of course yours would have your own username up here. But you think about it. You send someone, you meet someone, you give them a card, you say, hey, go to my website. First of all, if they go to your website, how do you even know if they went there, right? And if they did go there, what did they click on? What did they watch? You can see if this was your very first time being introduced to youngevity and you land on this page, all of a sudden you come across this exclusive group. What's this? I click learn more, and I'm reading through, and it's talking about recognition and things, and some of these people might be, what in the world just happened, right? You might have talked to someone about maybe some products, and you send them to the site, and all of a sudden now they're seeing something about the opportunity or whatnot. It can be very confusing. So most websites are confusing. They have different elements in them. Like they've got all these, what we call a navigation bar, all these different things up here. There's maybe a blog. There's a news section. There's usually this slider here that's got 4 or 5 different images. Let me go back to the main thing, and then the slider should start here. So, every 5 or 10 seconds, it's kind of taking them through different things. And that in and of itself may be confusing, right? They can click on something all of a sudden about convention. And so the website is a very tough thing for you to find leads and to get them to take action. In fact, think about it. You've had a website for however long you've been with youngevity. Maybe that's 6 weeks, maybe that's 6 months, maybe that's 6 years for some of you. And I want you to think how much success you've had when you just send someone to your website, right? I mean, most of us wouldn't even know how successful it is or unsuccessful. We don't know. There's not a way to track it and to really monitor it and to analyze things. Okay, are you getting better? Are you getting people there? So what a landing page is going to do is it's focused information. Okay, it's dedicated to getting that individual to take a particular action that you control. Okay, so let's kind of talk about the basic fundamentals of the landing page. There's of course going to be a headliner. Okay, are you living your dream or is building someone else's? There's going to be a few bullet points. Sometimes there'll be a picture or two. They're often, but I think on all of our pages, we have at least one video. Video is just so much more engaging than even a picture. And pictures are more engaging than text only. So what we're trying to do on this page is we want to provide value. We want to offer something to the prospect that they care about, that they would have interest in. And when we do that, if and when I should say, we want them to have enough interest, like for example, in this page. They might watch this video and maybe I'll play, I don't know if you're going to hear the sound from my computer because I'm on a headset.
Even in today's troubled economic climate, new millionaires are being created at a faster pace than ever before. Of course, for some it's pure luck, being at the right place at the right time. In many cases, though, a new millionaire is the result of the effort of the hard work of many other people. In other words, they are spending their time building someone else's dream. Of course, it's always great to have a job of any kind, but here's a question for you. If you're going to trade your time and energy working to achieve a major goal, shouldn't it be your goal, your success, and your reward? Of course, most everyone dreams of being their own boss, but the truth is, starting up a conventional business is no walk in the park. You need lots of capital to get things off the ground. Then you have to deal with burdensome regulations, paperwork, and a substantial loss of personal and family time. But what if there was a way to leverage your time and effort in a business with extremely low risk and unlimited potential? What if you could enjoy the freedom of owning your own business? A business involved in 9 of the top retail product categories. And what if that business required an initial investment of a few $100s instead of hundreds of thousands of dollars? And it was backed by a publicly traded international company. What if the business had an exclusive relationship with one of the foremost nutritional experts in the world and endorsements from professional athletes and Hollywood celebrities? What if you could offer income opportunities to others at the same low startup cost and become part owners of their businesses? What if the business allowed you to enjoy a luxury car or dream vacation absolutely free? And finally, what if the opportunity provided multiple income streams resulting from a proven business system that anyone can follow? A system that has literally evened the playing field by taking the luck out of becoming a millionaire. A system that affords anyone the chance to break through the glass ceiling that limits so many in corporate America. What if this wasn't a what if?
We want to give them just enough information that they are curious and want to learn more, but not too much information, right? A confused mind does nothing. You'll see on this page, we don't even have anything about youngevity. Even this video, we cut it off right before it starts talking about the company name because we're trying to get them a little bit of information at a time, lead them along a path, okay? So they would watch this video and then they can click on, here's the offer in this particular landing page. It's a free 10-step guide to multiple income stream lifestyle, act now. So they can click on this button, and if they did, it would instantly take them down to this part where they have to give us information. Things that we require is a first name, an email, and then what country. Many people will go ahead and put their last name and their phone number. You'll find, probably 90% of the leads I get usually have a last name and a phone number as well. But we don't require it. The more things you require on a landing page, the more you're filtering out and the less chance you're going to have of them wanting to do it. Because again, at this point, they're still a little skeptical. They don't know you. They don't know. So we're just offering them information in exchange for their contact information so that person or that lead can now get it back into a funnel, right? Where you can nurture them. Think of these leads as I don't know, a seed, right? You're planting a seed. You get a contact, you get their name and number. All right, you got a seed. That doesn't do anything by itself. You put it into the system. You then are going to do things to nurture that lead. It might be, and we're not going to talk about that part of it tonight, but it might be an email campaign that automatically is triggered and goes out to them. It might be a phone call. It might be an offer that you're giving them. It might be an educational, a quick little 3 to 5 minute, video that kind of educates them on a topic or an area of concern that they had that you've discovered through this process. Okay? So, all right, so that's the fundamentals of the landing page. They click on that, enter their information, and now that their information is now stored automatically into your back office, into this contact tab. If I were to click on this, each landing page has an associated folder or a name attached to it, okay? So the one that we just clicked on was Take Control, and that's where that lead would automatically go. So the system's going to automatically organize, and that's helpful. So that way, as you're trying to go back and engage leads or work the lead, if you will, you know what it was that intrigued them in the first place. You would not want to have someone fill out a landing page for Take Control, which is kind of the business opportunity, right? Being an entrepreneur. And then all of a sudden they get an email that's about Me Alicia Jewelry, right? They're going to be confused. So you got to stay consistent. So we organize those into folders. So I'll go through just a couple. I'll show you the missing minerals. This is just an interview with Dr. Wallach that I love. It talks about, what is the 90 for life and what separates us, what makes us unique from all the other types of supplements and vitamins and things that are out there.
Can you get all of the nutrition you need from today's food, or do you need to be taking supplements? Well, some people swear by multivitamins. Others say they either aren't effective or actually can cause some harm. Makers of a vitamin pack called 90 for Life say their product provides 90 essential nutrients for life. Dr. Joel Wallach has a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture and a doctorate in veterinary medicine from the University of Missouri, Columbia, and a doctorate of naturopathic medicine from the National College of Naturopathic Medicine in Portland, Oregon. He was also a nominee for the Nobel Prize in Medicine for his stunning discoveries in the use of trace minerals to prevent catastrophic diseases in newborns. He's also referred to as Doc Wallach. He realized that traditional medicine was very flawed in its focus on treatment rather than focusing on preventing disease through proper nutrition. This was something he learned and was essential in veterinary medicine because there is no health insurance for animals. Striving to provide Americans with a new view of health and healing, Doc authored Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the book tells the story of Doc Wallach's journey to discovering the importance of proper nutrition. It goes into how degenerative diseases are linked to specific mineral and vitamin deficiencies. He's our guest on the show today. He's here to talk to us about health, the importance of proper nutrition, and what people can do to stay healthy. We'll also talk about the 90 for Life product and the value of supplements. Welcome to the program, Doc.
This is a kind of a change where you shop one. It's got a little video that talks about Youngevity as a whole and all of the different genres and different categories that we have.
Ever notice how saving money never goes out of style? Good times and bad, paying less just has a nice ring to it. And it's even nicer when you can save money on premium quality lifestyle enhancement products you just can't find in stores. There's over 2,500 unique and exclusive healthy lifestyle offerings. Things like Nutritional Health Breakthroughs by Dr. Wallach, the Dead Doctors Don't Lie biomedical research pioneer. Vital mineral supplementation can have a major impact on your health and quality of life. Plus, there's scientifically based sports nutrition, healthy energy drinks, and more. You'll also see results with the healthy and sensible weight management technologies, only available here. Not only shed those pounds, but maintain your new figure too. Speaking of meals, there's premium, non-GMO, delicious storable food for camping, everyday meals, and for when things get really bad. It's the healthy choice in food security. Imagine healthy, no-guilt chocolate, a healthier coffee with anti-aging properties, and much more. You know what else I discovered? Common beauty products aren't that healthy for you. That's why you'll want to consider the latest in non-toxic, organic, anti-aging and rejuvenation treatments you'll find here. To complete your new radiant look, try a radically new concept in jewelry. Imagine a 12-in-1 elegant jewelry set that'll let you go from casual to romance-ready in just seconds. Always have the right jewelry to complement your lifestyle. And you know what's really sweet? free shipping too. That means no more waiting for special sales or holiday deals. There's so many other exclusive products I could tell you about, but discovering them for yourself is half the fun. Let us know where we can send you more information, and we'll keep you in the loop on this rare treasure trove of one-of-a-kind lifestyle enhancement products.
And then they can fill out a survey and tell you the things that they're interested in. And so that way, when they fill this out and enter it, not only does their name and email and country go into your back office, but it would also digitally store however they answered the survey. If they said, I'm interested in weight loss, then now you're going to have a permanent record that stores that. Now, there's things you can do later that can trigger an automatic email campaign. So maybe they say, hey, I'm interested in this. How nice would it be to develop some email campaigns that automatically go out to these people who have expressed interest in learning in one of these areas? And how cool would it be to not feel like you have to become an expert in it, right? In all the different categories. Maybe you were like me and you were brought into Youngevity through a particular company, me, Alicia, or Foretales Only, or whatever it may be. You want to make sure that you have the opportunity to market to as many people as possible. And if you only represent and market one product or genre, you do limit yourself. You may be very passionate about me, Alicia jewelry, and that's wonderful. But the more that you can start to kind of broaden a little bit, the more you'll find, I believe, to increase your income, to increase your residuals, and so forth. There's a mineral makeup one. Again, I'm just going to show it to you really, really quick.
This is our passion, to be inspiring women to really be more educated about this topic. You're not only going to be feeling great, more confident, you're also at the same time going to be nourishing your skin and supporting that natural framework of your skin, which is your collagen. We want to encourage that girl that, you can also be supporting that beauty from the inside out by what you eat, what you put in your body, what you put on your skin. And all those things will also be encouraging a natural lifestyle, a holistic lifestyle that in turn makes you a happier person. Like when you feel good, when you're healthy, you feel great, you feel more confident, you feel beautiful. We want, makeup not to be a side issue when it comes to health, but that it's right there with all the different health choices you make, that your makeup is right there, that you're making a good choice with what you're putting on your skin, and you know that it's nourishing your body, which is a really amazing thing, because who would have ever thought that mascara would be something that could be good for you? And with ours, when you talk about beeswax being the main ingredient with avocado butter and shea butter, these are all things that are nourishing your lashes, which is a total new concept for us to be thinking about makeup that way. But that's why this is such a exciting time for us, that we're being able to introduce a new way of thinking about makeup and thinking about your skin, to treat it with dignity and love.
Essential oils, a really quick, introduction, some quick testimonials of essential oils, and then there's a Healthy Body Challenge, kind of a weight loss focus. Okay, they can click on this, download your free copy. It's a weight loss guide. It's a PDF. Now, if they click on this, it would instantly take them down below where they're going to have to enter their information. Okay, so again, remember, we are using the landing page to drive specific action. And we want to know, we want to qualify a lead. We don't want to just send them to our generic Youngevity site where they can probably get distracted and confused, right? If this homepage didn't confuse you already, imagine clicking the shop and all of a sudden coming across 4,000 different types of products from every different genre imaginable, right? So, all right, well, hopefully that helps to give you at least an understanding of what the landing pages are. I wish we had a little more time to dive into them, but spend some time in your back office once you enroll, which is at the ygySystem.com. And then, go to this Generate Prospects tab and just click on each one of these 10 landing pages that we've started and watch the video, get familiar with what it is. And then next week, we're going to talk about, now what do you do with it? And I'm going to show you how easy it is to just copy and paste these URLs, because these URLs it might look the same for all of us, but this middle thing is my username, which is YGY. Your username might be Sarah or Dave or whatever it may be. And that's the only thing that's different. It's unique to you, and so that way the system can track every single lead and activity that you drive back to your own back office, okay? So you just copy and paste these URLs, and we're going to talk about how to do that, where do you do it, how do you find people. But the world demands that we give specific information, that we give things, only the things that the people care about, right? People, think about the last time you actually watched live TV. Right, most of us we DVR it, right? We want to skip the commercials. We want just the things that we are interested in seeing or viewing or learning about. And so, anyways, so there's the landing pages. All right, everyone, thank you so much for your time again. Keep this simple, right? Last week we talked about contacts and a follow-up system. Today we just simply said, what is a landing page? What's its purpose? The purpose is we're giving value in exchange for their information. Give them something they care about. So that way in return, now we can put them into that sales funnel, that we can plant them in the garden and start nurturing them and developing and growing their interest and their desire to learn more, step by step, day by day, often month by month. Okay, we're going to be patient with them, just like we would if it was a prospect that was our next door neighbor. You don't go over there and knock on their door every single morning, right? Well, you don't take a landing page and you get a lead and then send them something every single day, right? You've got to be very careful, be timely, but most importantly, be value oriented. What value can I give them to help them, to bless them, and to serve them in their life? And if you keep your focus and marketing focus on that, that's what we're trying to do with all these pages and the website, you're going to have so much more success. Again, help other people find get what they want, and I promise you, in time, you get what you want. Thank you, everyone, for your time tonight. Have a great night, and we'll see you in week 3 next Thursday, 8:30 Mountain Time. See you, everyone.